Hey, welcome to my floor. I'm Luna and I play games here sometimes. And that was just gonna go straight back into the Cyno quest because I want to continue. I want what's happening. I've seen that there's some stuff that's supposed to do this one. Right, we're going to display. I really like the music. I don't say that every time, but it is. Music is good.
自慢話というわけじゃないが、わしがルタワヒスト学院に勤めておった頃はこんなことなかった。信じられないならこやつらに聞いてみるといい。
Oh. How did you pronounce that, did you say? Atwahis.
当時在籍していた教令員の学生なら誰もが証人だ。そうじゃろ？
あの時は先生の課題があまりに多くてね。
I spilled tea.
少なくとも
Oopsie.
週に4回は森で過ごして、尻
4
尾の
days.
毛がぐちゃぐちゃになってた。他のことにかまける余裕もなかったよ。
He worked havoc on my poor tail. Wait, he has an actual tail? Why have I not noticed this? I mean, it makes sense with the ears and stuff, but I only just pulled him instead of Alekino, but you know, I'm not salty.
教令員で起きたことはだいたい後からセノに聞いてたんだ。
but mostly from Cyno after the...
先生は引退してから随分穏やかになった。昔は自分を曲げないお堅い性格をしていたんだが。
You know what? After this cutscene, I'm gonna go back to making that. I don't like being quiet for this long. Feels awkward. I'm awkward.
しかも肩書きも賢者だし。
Yeah, being a public figure would probably be hard.
もし教令員に通っていたら君もわしの生徒になれたんじゃがな。
Wouldn't have taken her on as a pupil.
そうなったらコレイもリサのことを先輩と呼ばないとな。
Yeah, maybe not. Let's not call Lisa senpai.
リサお姉ちゃんっていうのも悪くないんじゃないか？あいつお姉ちゃんって呼ばれるのが好きだし。
Yeah, the Japanese there does have a bit more like subject. It's like, why don't you just call her Lisa? Big sister Lisa, basically. It actually adds it to the name rather than just the name.
リサは学生の頃から先輩と呼ばれるだけですごく喜んでおった。
Yeah, I can imagine. He feels like that kind of person.
お、また料理が来たぞ。こんなに調理して大丈夫なのか？
I've had too much food. I'm a bit upset.
足りなければもっと頼んだっていいぞ。今回の件は皆のおかげで大いに助かったからな。
I didn't think I could save it though, so I was like, either I eat it or I throw it.
やっぱり君たちだったか。それにジュライセン先生もいらっしゃるとは。
Jirai. Also, I did not realize that was Kave's voice in Japanese. He's so sultry. Or like, he's so deep and like smooth. Is that the definition of sultry? It might be.
おお、カーベ、久しぶりじゃの。先月もザハーディから君の話を聞いたぞ。最近はどうだ？順調か？
How have you been?
ええ、まあまあです。先生もお元気そうで。
そうだ。飯はもう食べたか？一緒にどうだ？
Yes, join us, Kave. That's a
ありがとうご
surprise.
ざいます。ただ、あいにくお昼ご飯が遅かったもので、お腹も空いておらず、晩ご飯も遅めにするつもりなんです。
Yeah, I
今
get
日
that.
はランバドから酒を買おうと思いまして。そしたらみんなの声が聞こえたので、様子を見に来たんです。
Hi.
今日はどうしてこちらに？何かのお祝いですか？
I. Yeah, kinda.
どちらかというと厄介事じゃよ。わしが口外しない限り、誰も今日の出来事を想像できんじゃろ。
But I mean, we are celebrating the fact that we did successfully do the stuff. Like, we successfully found the culprit and on record time, too. So, kind of a celebration, but I understand from his perspective. Cyrus Y vividly recounts the day's
確
events.
かに僕が学生だった頃よりもひどいようだ。入学してから卒業するまでそんなことは一度だって聞いたことがない。
Yeah, it's kind of an insane thing to
そんなに
happen.
犯人が若いなんて。
Oh yeah, wasn't he like 16 or something? 17? It was a week ago, I don't remember numbers well.
価値観がまだ未熟な若者は、時に大人よりも危ない道を歩こうとするものじゃ。
Just moving the mic a bit closer. Yeah, minds are still developing indeed.
それでも、あの脅迫状の書き方ときたら、本当に腹立たしい。これを見てみろ。
I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah. Just be,
これは確かに。
people should keep developing onto their knives, is what I was trying
こ
to
ち
say.
らもお前とお前の秘密をずっと見ている。だから知恵の殿堂までジュ
Yeah,
ライセン
it's
さんの
it's a
後をつけたん
weird
だ。
phrasing. I'll always be watching you and your secrets.
わ
It's
しの
weird to
息子
me.
がこんなことをしでかしたら、思いっきり叱ってやるわい。
Yeah, if it was your own child, you should probably scold them.
幸い、俺は真面目な人間で助かった。
Yeah, you did it record time.
あ、今行く。
No, but he was
じ
only
ゃあ僕は
buying
先
wine.
に失礼するよ。
I think I
皆さ
prefer
んは
the
ゆっ
food.
くり楽しんで。また
Oh, hata.
待たせたね。コーヒー豆も入れてくれたかい？
Coffee beans. I don't like coffee either, actually. But still, I understand the
おう、もちろんだ。
I understand the charm of it.
さあ、おしゃべりはこれくらいにして、料理が冷めないうちにたんと食べとくれ。
You were all busy chatting that you almost forgot about the food. Luckily, it's still hot and you enjoy a delicious celebratory meal after a crazy day. It's kind of slow. That's not new though. Cyrus, that is exactly how I'm feeling right now, but that's probably why my brain's a
食
bit
べ過ぎて、
slow.
もうお腹がはち切れそうだぞ。
I feel you,
わ
Paimon.
かったぜ。
Yeah.
わしもだ。たらふく食べたことだし、わしは歩いて帰るとしよう。
Yeah, at least I went for a run, did a workout, and also walked my way from school, so... At least I've moved quite a bit today, but...
今日は招待してくれてありがとう。次に会うときは師匠と一緒に作ったぐっすり眠れるハーブティーを持ってくるよ。
Oh, homemade herbal tea? That would be so nice though, wouldn't it?
おお、それは楽しみじゃ。多めに持ってきとくれ。他の年寄
That
り
would
た
be
ちに
such
も
a
分けてやろう。
cute gift.
みんな、羨ましがるじゃろうな。
The other old folks on my street?
ええ、お任
Aww.
せを。ちゃんと包んで
Like,
持ってくるよ。
treat all of your friends. Thank you for treating us.
ああ、ではまたな。わしは帰って畑の世話をせねば。
先生、
頑張ってね。
気をつけて帰ってくれ。あと、トマトのことばかり考えてないで、夜は早く寝た方がいい。
Oh my god, the Japanese though! Don't let those tomatoes keep you up too late as the English, but the Japanese is basically like, don't think about the tomatoes all night.
何を言っておる。わしはザハハディに勝たねばならんのじゃぞ。ほら、君たちも行った行った。みんな早く休むんじゃぞ。おやすみ。
おやすみ。
気をつけて帰るんだぞ。
さて、 次は俺たちの番だ。
Yeah, off
どう
time.
いう意味だ？
ティナリとコレイと相談したんだ。お前らがスメールに帰ってきたお祝いを兼ねて。
Go
Camp
camping
or shield.
together? That's the cutest thing. I was gonna say, do you want to go karaoke or something? Because that would be fun. But camping sounds fun too.
キャンプ？うわ、やったぜ！
Time to show off my tent pitching skills.
待った！私の仕事を取らないでくれ！お前とパイ
It's
モン
okay, you
は
can keep it.
師匠とセノさんの手伝いを頼む。
Sure, you can keep it.
それに、私たちと遊ぶときは休んだりぼーっとしたりしてていい。そんなに頑張らなくていいから。
Yeah, but I feel good when I'm helpful. Let me be helpful to people.
じゃあ明日の午後ガンダルバー村の南東の川岸で会おう。
Okay.
持ち物は何もいらないよ。こっちでもう用意してあるから。楽しむ心だけ準備しておいて。
楽しむ心だけを準備して。
じゃあ決まりだな。
We'll be there.
じゃあまた明日。
またね。Okay, I'm gonna do the voices less. It feels weird to me
だぞ。
that I don't get to do the voices. What time? 14. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, where to, my friends? Where to? Ah, so. What does my team even look like at the moment? Right. How? Give me just one moment. As much as I like you, Shao, just... Get to see the... Is this the same with her? No, she doesn't do it! Wait, look at this. When Alekino does the thing, you get the fire like mark behind her, the pyro one. Doesn't seem to do that with any of the other ones. Why? Why is it doing that? Interesting. Sorry. I got distracted, but like, why though? We're here. Oh, you guys are... Oh, you guys are ahead of the game. You set up the tents already. Do they not have doors? Like, are the tents open? I'd say we're right about on schedule, actually. We were aiming to have them set up before you arrived. Bully! No, Paimon, let's go fishing together. Whatever we catch, we can grill for dinner tonight. You got it! Dinner's on us tonight. Do we actually get to fish? Because that would be fun. I'd enjoy that. I hope I can contribute too. The other forest watchers gave me some fishing tips a little while ago. I'm really looking forward to giving them a try. Let's go fishing. I saw some very appetizing mushrooms in the area, so I gathered a few for us. I'll leave them here along with some fresh fruit. Wow, camping with a forest watcher is the way to go. They think of everything, and even if they don't, they can improvise. That's true. I don't think I've ever had a single rough day in this forest. So how has everything been going for you?
Well, there's been high points and low points, but we've had some unforgettable experiences along the way.
I see. In that case, you should try a Valberry. I brought I bought some from the market this morning. Aren't they from Mondo? A valuable suggestion. Don't just bury your feelings using food. All I wanted was to recommend something bittersweet. Oh, I suddenly have a craving for fruit tea. I do too. Could go and check if they have the juice on Thursday. I'm gonna go fetch some stuff. Bye. Be careful. She sure made a run for it. She made a run for it.
Unbelievable. She made a run for it.
I wouldn't listen to these puns though. So Collage chose the path of tactical retreat. Could it be that she foresaw what shall soon come to pass? Are we gonna join in the punning? Yes, please, the puns. My dear friend, you know what I'm about to say. Oh, it's genius invocation time? Okay. I thought I would get to fish though. Excellent. A kindred spirit. A great warrior can sense when a duel is nigh. Well, you are basically just Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! So it makes sense you would want to. But it looks like we'll get told off if we start playing now. Let's enjoy nature for a while longer. Yes. Let me fish! Let me do some fishing! Bird chirping away, the soothing sound of running water. This is nice. No agenda, just relax and enjoy myself. Oh, that sounds so nice. That is what I did this weekend though, so. That's also why I think I've gotten a tan, because I was just laying in the sun reading. I was wearing sunscreen though, so I should be safe.
Oh, we got a bite!
Do I not get to actually fish? I'll reel it in. Firewood, spices, snacks, and drinks. Everything's ready. Once Calais gets back, we can light up the fire and start grilling. I hope she's okay. I mean, we time skipped, so I guess so? But I'm still not seeing her. Where are you? Are you safe, my dear? This is so relaxing. It's just so nice to go camping with friends. It is. I haven't gone camping in years. It would be quite fun to do. In actual nature. Me and some friends were thinking about going like bike traveling through one of the islands in Sweden. I would love to do it. And then we would obviously like camp. There are 3 tents. Which one do you two want to take?
How about the one on the left?
Whatever Paimon says.
Well, Paimon just thinks the ambience here is a little better.
True. But it's also the closest to water. If there's any sleepwalking fungi around tonight, they might stumble into your tent. We should have doors, right? Like a tent normally has all sides. Well, that's no good. Take my weapon. You can use it to bar the entrance. Anyone would think you're sealing the gates to King Deshret's mausoleum. Excellent. Then this tent will be in an impenetrable fortress. I thought it said something entirely different for a moment there. Olay, you're back!
I'm back! I'm back! How was your appetite? Ready for the barbecue? Always.
Barbecues are nice. Like like barbecued mushrooms and corn. Ugh, I don't need any protein, I just need that and some potatoes and I'm good.
Oh, it smells so good. Paimon's drooling.
Someone sure is desperate to eat. I think it's time to add the seasoning. How do you like your skewers? Well done? Medium? Rare? Like medium done.
Wait, what? Isn't that just for steaks?
Hey, if it worked for steak, maybe it'll work for other things too. Medium well for me. Okay, these are about ready now. It'll be a few more minutes for anyone who wants theirs well done. Well, I'm gonna dig in. Dig into the food. All we've done today is eat, which feels kind of accurate to real life too.
That was so delicious. If Paimon's stomach had space, she'd eat 3 more skewers.
I eat a lot too. Yeah, comes the food coma. Oh yeah, every time. Maybe I shouldn't stream after I've eaten for that reason. If you're tired, then go rest. Wait, there are three of those. So Paimon and E is in one. I'm guessing Kalei is in one, and then the two of them share one? You must be sleepy too, Paimon. Why don't you guys just head to your tents? Cyno and I will clean up. Tonight I show you mercy. Our sacred duel will take place another day. Uh, Good night. It made me want to actually yawn though.
I was struggling to keep her eyes open.
There's the real one. Oh, we're actually getting that? Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh, don't forget this. The staff of the sacred... Oh no, the staff of the Scarlet Sands. It's a pretty weapon.
Wait, you were actually being serious about that?
It's a very powerful weapon. Try it.
Paimon can't even lift that thing.
Fair enough. You sure you don't want it? We have our own weapon, it's fine.
Yeah, Paimon's sure. We'll be fine. And even if we do get an uninvited guest in the night, Paimon will be there to take care of the one.
Let's not forget I have my own trusty sword. Divine artifact, slayer of countless vile monsters. And many, many innocent Candians. I feel like that sword isn't very... I mean, that's at least... That's not the basic one, at least. that, that reminds of a part in King of Invocations. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. But right now, it's time to rest. Sleep well and sweet dreams. Oyasumi nasai, don't let anything bite. Oh, this camping trip has really relaxed me. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. In the peace and tranquility of the forest, nature's warm embrace lulls you into a restful sleep. I feel like I'd need that. I'm in like a dreaming period, so I wake up feeling kind of tired because I've been just doing so much in my dreams. I think they should all be here. Luan, Paimon, are you in there? Could you come outside for a sec? Look at this.
They're so cute!
What's this sword doing here? Okay, it does have a sword too, so that's fine. Why is this such a cute little thing? But it's like a really weird version of Arthur, and the sword in the stone is like the sword in the tent. If you pull it, you will be the master of the barbecue. Okay. Is it supposed to keep out intruders? Evidently.
Huh? Who is it? What time do you...
Sorry.
What time do you call this?
Those voices. I recognize them.
I was gonna take out the sword. Yeah.
I'm going back to sleep. That's me, alright.
Oh, hiya? Abby? What are you doing here? It's in the middle of the night.
Huh? Why'd they come all the way out here? Sorry to wake you up at this hour of the night, but we got a situation on our hands. Let's get dressed and talk about it outside. I. That's a weird line for people who are always wearing the same things. Like, you're already dressed. Something's come up, and since it pertains to Cyrus and Cyno, I deemed it essential to inform you all. Whoa, back up. Let's start from the beginning. Yes, give us the backstory. Because all of it. It's giving me nothing. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Huh? Where'd the wine cups go? I could have sworn I left them here when I washed them. Ah, there they are. I'll have a cup. I'll have a cup too. Can you see if the cookies are still on the table? Cookies! I want a cookie now. I don't need a cookie. They are, and so are the fruits. I should probably eat the fruit though. Ugh, this is so bland. I should have gotten a few bottles of what Sinus group were drinking last night. Do tell. What were they drinking? Oh right, I forgot to mention it. This is just like calm married life. Or like, it could be platonic too, but like, I do kind of ship it, so. So I ran into Cyrus yesterday evening when I went to the tavern to pick up some things. He was hosting a dinner for Cyno, Tinari, Kolei, and Luan and Paimon. I like that it's like end between all the names, and Luan and Paimon, like the Traveler and Paimon are set. That's the set. Anyway, they got a bottle of Lambad's new vintage for the table. Wait, new vintage? Isn't that kind of a thingy? Contradiction. At least I think that's what it was. It looked pretty good. Felt like they're all tangled up in this. You know what it's about, right? 16-year-old kid trying to extort Cyrus. I need to get closer. Don't mind me. There we go. Am I still in frame? Yes. Okay. He was asking for 10 million more. Sorry about that. I heard some people talking about it on the streets, yes. It didn't take them long to catch the culprit. The sages are probably dealing with the case by now. Ugh. I wonder what Sir Nathis and the others will make of it. Oh, Sari showed me the extortion letter too. It was crudely written, but the paper had this beautiful pattern on it that I've never seen before. It really caught my eye. Give me a second, I'll sketch it out for you. Oh yeah, he's an architect, and apparently has almost picture perfect memory, because I would not be able to do that. We actually get to see it? Okay, done. Take a look. This is like they were fighting so much with in front of other people, and then now they're being so calm and civil. And you see what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen writing people like this around before. God knows where the culprit got it from. Interesting. These are all motifs associated with the tribes in the desert. What? Really? Take this, for instance. Looks like an outline of a spire, similar to the kind found on some ancient palaces. And the crisscrossing and mirroring here. I recognize that too. I think the Shreds thing, like his freaking, like Kave's freaking earrings, brain, not here. It bears a striking resemblance to an ancient emblem, one that hasn't been used in a very long time, so probably that shred. Whose emblem is it? It's the emblem of the Temple of Silence, so not what I thought it was. And I don't know entirely what that is, to be honest. Oh, my arms are going to be sore tomorrow. After discussing it with each other, we both agreed that something didn't feel quite right. So we went looking for you. It was a long way to come from the city. Alhaitham. Alhaitham. Alhaitham figured you were probably with Tinari, so Gandhavra. Gandhavra Vale was our first stop. But the forest watchers told us you'd gone camping. Then, just as we were heading off to the campsite, we ran into Cyno. He said he was on a supply run. We exchanged a few words and then he ran off.
Hold on. What's the deal with the emblem you were talking about? The Temple of Silence, you said? What is that? Should we be worried?
Is everything okay? Give me a second. I'll get Calais. Close enough. I can't read, apparently. That is a bad sign for all the jobs I want to do. So you've never heard of the Temple of Silence? Well, to put it simply, it's an organization that has existed in Sumeru for over 1,000 years. It's an organization, not an actual temple? These days, you can find a Temple of Silence office in the academia. Theoretically, it's responsible for the custody and disposal of information and documents not fit for public dissemination. Dissemination. Kept missing a letter there. So it's basically the censorship part. Doesn't sound great. At least that's what they tell the outside world. In truth, that's so hot. Sorry. Pouring more tea and my is very warm. Hi, Tazuk. Oh my god, what did my voice just do? Anyway, hi, welcome. Good to see you. I got too excited, I think. How are you doing? Sorry about that. Oh my god. Yeah, it's been a while. It has been a while, but it's okay. There's never any pressure. You're always welcome, but there's never any pressure to be here. You've been messy. I get that. I get that you're also being busy, but I thought it was fun. Yeah, I have been too. Oh, you can tell me of demons later? All good. Don't share anything you don't feel comfortable with. I will be a distraction then. Apparently my words aren't working. No, that's not what I want to say. My brain isn't working. See? So my words come out weird. So hopefully you will laugh a lot at me today. At least that's what they tell the outside world. Yeah, hopefully lots of laughter. In truth, it's essentially a vestigial institution nowadays. What is that? What does that mean? Is it like yeah, okay, they explained it. There's an office with their name on it, but it's functionally obsolete. This is Cyno's quest! Yes! I wanted to do it since this was the new one. So I was like, oh, Cyno. We do Cyno now. Today is the Cyno day. I think I named it that too, but I'm not sure. Cyno. I did. Oh no, you haven't done it? I'm sorry. Should I do something else? I don't know what else though. Yeah. Historically speaking, the original Temple of Silence is said to have been established by Hermanubis, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret and the greatest of all the sages. Now go for it. Okay. I hope I don't spoil too much. I hope you enjoy it still. Most of the organization's members hail from the desert. By contrast, none of the Academia Temple's current members are from the desert region, nor do they use any symbols connected with the desert folk. Desert folk? I want to be desert folk. I want to be where the people are. No. you always enjoy playing it with yourself anyway, so it's fine. I'm glad. Maybe, hey, maybe we'll force you to see more things because you've seen it again, kind of. That's kind of why I like rewatching stuff too, because you notice the like details you didn't notice the first time. But yeah, can you imagine being a desert people? Desert people, not desert. It would be kind of fun. Just like I'd be. I was about to say brownie because I like chocolate, but then I was like, I'm so pale. I would not be brownie. My hair is brown though, but yeah. I think today might be a tangent day. So the Temple of Silence at Academia is just fake? Wow. It's possible. The real question is why. My guess is they're covering something up. Scandalous. Conspiracy. My words are not working.
Now, how do you know all this? That's like some pretty top secret stuff.
Well, isn't he the acting Grand Sage? He should know about this stuff. Did you forget? He did a stint as the acting Grand Sage and kept the pay raise even after he resigned. Did he now? Oh my! Of course you would. That kind of makes sense.
Oh yeah, Paimon did totally forget about that. So you took the chance to read all the top secret documents while you were acting Grand Sage, huh?
If you're asking me whether whether I familiarize myself with the documentation in my office, I would respond that it's a perfectly normal part of any job. So much about this doesn't make sense. Why did the emblem of the Temple of Silence appear on a threat letter from an academia student to Cyrus? And also, why would they say specifically, I'm watching you and your secrets? It it makes it sound like he has a lover somewhere or like a secret child out of wedlock or something. Like there's something like distinct out of like outside of him to be watching. The student's only 16 and doesn't have any family ties to the desert. So where could they have seen the emblem or gotten the paper? You said you ran into Cyno, yes. Did you tell him what you just told us? Yep, he ran off as soon as he heard what we said. Given that Cyrus is involved, he's probably halfway through solving the case by now. Or halfway through tracking down the culprit and getting himself into a fight. Still, we should try and catch up with him. At this hour of the night, Cyno will probably go looking for Cyrus at his current residence. If the Academia's Temple of Science really does exist just to cover up the truth, the sudden appearance of this emblem can't be good. It's sure to stir up trouble. We should pay a visit to the Academia. Yes, and as a sage of Amurta. I'm still so bad with these. My master ought to know the truth about their office. You can ask him to tell you what he knows. The more information we have, the better prepared we'll be for whatever happens there. If the situation is connected to the real Temple of Silence, the emblem has to be part of a bigger conspiracy. Yes, conspiracy time! As if this game isn't entirely conspiracies, but whatever. Wait, could I trouble you to send a message to the Corps Authority? Tell them to keep an eye out for Cyno and Cyrus. Lon, Paimon, you two come with me. We'll go after Cyno. Sounds like a plan. Let's go. Let's go.
Look at ma'am.
Sorry. Where are we going? Over here. That makes sense. The more conspiracies, the better? Indeed. Oh, it's so fun. Yes, also, I noticed something. Wait, where he's suddenly in a... I need to show you later. Here we are. This is the place.
We might be too late. Looks like nobody's home. Cyno moves fast.
If he was here, he's probably long gone by now. Saha Hadi. I know that voice. It's that Tinari I hear. Uh, Professor Sahadi. Why is the Sahadi? It's just like hard to say for me. Wow, so it really is you. My goodness, whatever is going on tonight? Yes, I needed to do a granny voice. I knew she was old, so I was like, it has to be a granny voice. I don't know if I actually sound like a granny. We're looking for Cyno, so has he already been here? Yes, not too long ago, in fact. He knocked on my door and asked if I'd seen Cyrus today at all. I told him that the old fool left early this morning and I hadn't heard him come back. I do sound like an old granny? That's amazing. Thank you. So we went to his place and would you believe it? He's gone. Goodness knows where to. Oh, is that Chisan? Brain. It must have alarmed Cyno, because they took off in an awful hurry after that. He never did explain what this all was about. How serious is it? I like the emote, it's very nice. Well, if Cyrus isn't at home, it sure doesn't sound good. Professor, did you hear that a student recently tried to extort Cyrus? Why, yes. When I left the house that day, I noticed he was watering flowers in his field in complete silence. His English voice actor has it as a subscriber emote. I got so excited I couldn't do words. That's so cute though. I have no idea who his voice actor is though. He had a piece of paper clutched in his hand and he looked lost in thoughts. I could tell something was troubling him, but he wouldn't tell me what it was. If Cyno hadn't happened to visit him that day, he'd probably still be holding on to that thing. After seeing the letter, Cyno told him to contact the corpse of 30. He's a nice kid, I'm glad. That makes everything better. But Cyrus was very reluctant. He claimed that it would only damage his reputation. Eventually, he relented, after much persuasion from Cyno. Huh? Cyrus didn't want to report it? Well, that's strange. When we saw him, he seemed pretty okay with the idea of getting the idea of the kid getting his just desserts. Desserts? Why do I keep hearing desserts all over? All I want desserts now. I'm not gonna have desserts. As a former sage, it's possible Cyrus still has enemies at academia. That's why Cyno was so insistent that he report the matter to the authorities. I was there while they were going back and forth over it. So Cyrus initially hoped to stop this from going public. But why? And what does watching your secrets mean? He only reported it because Cyno forced him to, which means Cyrus must have something to do with the Temple of Silence. Dum dum dum! Oh dear, what on earth did that old fool has that old fool gotten himself wrapped up in? I do hope he's not in danger. Oh, I almost forgot. Cyno left me this letter to pass on to you. He wrote it when he came by earlier. He realized you might be looking for him. Thank you. What does he say? Like, I want to take a look. My friends, this is a rather complicated state of affairs. Or I should do his voice. Unfortunately, I cannot disclose more than that. I ask you to understand and accept that I to act alone in this case. Don't come after me. Well, that's bullshit. We are definitely doing that. We're definitely following you. My friends, this is a rather complicated state of affairs. Unfortunately, I cannot disclose more than that. I think I ask you to understand and accept that I act alone at this stage. Don't come after me. Yep, that sounds like Cyno. Thank you, Professor. Please don't worry. We'll do all we can to protect both Cyno and Cyrus. Luan, Paimon, let's head to Academia and regroup. Yes, just let me... Okay. See? So, the thing I want to show you is that Kitching has the noses in the same place as Arlecchino, but when you switch to Arlecchino, you get to see the pyro. It like does the pyro emblem. None of the others do that. Do you see it? I don't know if it has to do with her like delusion or her curse or whatever, but I noticed it when I was switching her over as the. Yeah, I was like, why is this? This is a thing, but it's not. It's like only a thing for her. Not even the Archon has one, which I would suppose would be a thing. It could be her curse, right? I'm like, is the curse making her more fiery? You know, I dreamt of that ma'am yesterday. Maybe I shouldn't say that. It wasn't a weird dream, I promise. I got kind of sad because she died in it. We do know that the Archons have fake visions indeed, but they have the most like connection to their elements, right? So I was thinking they would make sense if they had that. I was like, I promise it wasn't a weird dream. It really wasn't. It was just a lot of stuff happening. And then she died, and I was like, why would they put her in the game if she died immediately afterwards? That seems like such a waste. I woke up and I was like, oh, she didn't die, thank God. uh, so yeah, I've been dreaming a lot. I'm too far this way. Help! I don't. Where do I even go? Now I'm too far down. Oh my god, wait. I'm lost. Telling you to go down these at least? I'm just gonna follow the actual thing, because apparently I can't figure out where I'm going. I actually have a very good sense of direction, I just don't know where I'm actually going. Cool as fire wing. But yeah, like, it would make sense if it is about the curse, but I still thought it would look like an interesting thing that I discovered. Ma'am has secrets. Who'd have thunk that a Haribo would have secrets? Don't mind me just doing that until I finish drinking my tea. It's probably the curse, but what does that actually mean? Like, why is it doing that? What impact does that have? What does the curse actually do for her? How do we actually... How did she... Haribo, yes. I can't say it, so I call them Haribos. And then Tartaglia is tarty, so I was saying I should make a Haribo tart. At some point, I should make a video where I just make one. You're here. I thought you were going after... I guess you lost their trail. I went to Cyrus's house. No one was there. Cyno got there before us, but he was long gone by the time we arrived. He didn't say where he was going. No, he just left us a letter and told us not to go after him. Which we're definitely doing. He shares what you found from Tahahadi. Was that the name? Can't say I'm surprised. Typical Cyno. Harry Botard? Yes, Harry Botard is absolutely something I'm going to do at some point when I figure out how to make one. So ideas are welcome. Anyway, some updates on progress on our end. I drew the emblem from memory again, but in more detail this time. I mean, I feel like I've seen that. Definitely feel like I've seen that, I just don't know where. I checked some ancient texts of four similar designs. The one I found was a little blurry, but the similarities in the general form and certain details were clear enough to confirm a match. Yeah, and we were lucky we found anything at all. Turns out the emblem was all but lost to history. We scoured the entire academia collection, not records, but whatever. And the book was the only one with a record of the motif. Meanwhile, Arav managed to get Raka to disclose his source. The one who told him about Cyrus's embezzled funds was a young man from the desert. I'm making everything fall. That's okay. I'm sorry, things. According to Uraka, he had a striking presence and was well educated. Apparently, the two met in the tavern over a game of cards. Yu-Gi-Oh? TCG? The guy claimed to be in the city for business as part of a merchant caravan. Uraka was intrigued when he heard that his new acquaintance had to say, and brought up the idea of extorting Cyrus for Mora. Ew! Sorry. The guy encouraged him to go ahead with it, then handed him a pen and paper to write the letter. I see, so it could be that this person planted a paper intentionally.
So, how do we find this guy? Did Uraka say where he is?
He doesn't know. He claims not to have seen him since that day in the tavern. The man gave him some tips on how to carry out the extortion. From then on, Uraka was acting alone. So maybe the actual threat was the painting or like the motif behind it, not the I know your secrets or whatever. The actual threat might have been the picture. Nathis and Arav have gone to meet the Corpse of 30 and review the city's entry and exit. Also, Nathis admitted that the Temple of Silence in Academia is just a facade. The true Temple of Silence once came to the rainforest to establish a collaboration with Academia, but as time went by, the sages gradually became corrupt and foolish. Well, we saw that, alright. The Temple of Silence felt that they could no longer trust Academia and ended the partnership. They retreated back to the desert about 400 years ago. Damn! That's a long time ago. Why is it still in the Academia then? Ever since its inception, the Temple of Silence has been guardians of King Deshret's civilization and belief system. Cool! Oh, your brain is tuning the quest out, and that's okay. Do you want me to explain something for you, or should I just keep going and we'll see how it goes? You can pay attention to the things you want to pay attention to. They travel through Sumeru, sequencing, no, sequestering? What is this word? What does this mean? In guarding any wisdom that posed a threat to the people's livelihood. At its roots, it was a legitimate and reputable organization whose purpose was to guide people towards the right path. The Academia of the Day knew that the split would damage their reputation if it became a matter of public knowledge, and so they set up a dummy organization of their own to conceal the truth. Damn. They really made a lot of bad choices around that time. Setting up a dummy organization, putting their own god in prison, basically.
Not only that, but they managed to keep up the charade for hundreds of years.
So how did Cyrus become acquainted with the true Temple of Silence if they left centuries ago? I'll bet that's the question that bothered Cyno. Probably why he went after him in such a rush. Whoever's behind this, getting Uraka to extort Cyrus was only the first step of the plan. Their true goal is doing so. In doing so, was for Cyrus to see the emblem on the letter. Exactly. The emblem itself was the threat, not the words. But I'm still confused by the watching you and yours. I think that has a double meaning. He must have recognized it right away. That'll be why he didn't want to involve the authorities. He probably hoped to take care of the whole thing by himself. Fortunately for him, Cyno had other plans. Since the desert is where the Temple of Silence originated, this is in all likelihood where Cyrus went. Into the desert! I have to go after him. Really? Are you sure that's a good idea? With how you respond to the heat, why don't we send someone else? Hi, me, I'm here. I should be fine as long as I bring plenty of water. Besides, I just can't shake this ominous feeling that if we don't catch up to them soon... Ugh. Everyone, I have news on the corpse of 30. Don't know what this accent is, but we'll go with it. Master.
Oh, so this is Nathis. You know this master? Wow, we're finally getting to meet him in person. Hello.
Sorry, I didn't expect the glasses. Hi. It is a pleasure to meet you, Lan and Paimon. Several independent eyewitnesses have reported seeing Cyrus and Mahamatra Cyno leaving the city at different times. Both were heading in the direction of the Caravan Ribat. I'm doing rolling R's for some reason, which is not a thing in English, so... I was going to suggest that you join forces with the Corpse of 30 in this case. However, I'm sure you've already heard from Al-Haytham and Kaveh. Al-Haytham and Kaveh. And the Temple of Silence is involved. The Academia has made a number of decisions throughout history that I am ashamed to talk about. It may as well be that no better choice was available to them, but those actions are nonetheless a stain on our legacy. Words hard. I won't attempt to make you understand the Academia's perspective. Now is the time for action. I understand where you're coming from, Master, but I'm afraid the situation might be more complicated than we thought. I think we need to keep a low profile, or risk making things worse. Good point. If Cyrus is involved with the other side, or worse, if he's fallen into their hands, and... everyone, we have to get Cyrus and Cyno back safely. We cannot afford to lose them.
Need our help? Whatever you need, we got you covered.
Really? Wonderful. You have my most sincere gratitude. Arav and I will continue to follow up on the lead from Uraka. Have Scripture Scribe Al-Haytham? I'd like to ask you to cover the duties of the House of Dena. Nari, you're planning to go into the desert, correct? My voice acting for Nathis is so funny. I was like, I need something weird. I need a weird voice acting. I need a weird voice for this person. This is, instead of the Mario voice, I went for really pronounced R's for some weird reason. Instead of Tinari, you're planning to go to the desert, correct? He went Tinari. You're planning to go into the desert, yes. I am. However, I'll be okay. You stay behind to help Master and I'll hate them. I'm trying to learn the name correctly. I've been saying it wrong for so long. Well, if you're sure, okay, but be careful. Thank you all. Arav, let's go. I don't know what accent I just did, but I needed someone to be weird. You'd better get moving. Don't forget to ask for help when you need it.
Well, do. Let's go, Tinari.
Wait, Tinari's name is deliberately pronounced wrong in all the languages in the game? What? How are you supposed to pronounce it? I might need an actual voice for this, but like... I wanna know now. It's Tignari, not Tinari. Ah. Okay, add the G, okay. Tignari. Thank you. You pronounced the G. You pronounced the G? Oh. Tignari. God, it's... I was like, where's the... There's a... Where is the G-U-H? I was like, have I lost the brain? Tignari.
Hopefully we can catch up with Cyno before it's too late.
Tignari. It's also like sounds weird to me in Swedish, but yes, brain, brain is no friend. My brain and I not friends. Knowing him, he's probably covered a fair distance already, but we still have a shot. Let's take it. Let's go. But where to? Way over here, Caravan Ribat. I want to call it rabbit, not ribat. Every time I see it, my brain is just like, oh, that's rabbit. Even Al-Haytham is said in a really white way. What is that? What is the correct pronunciation there then? Because I've been saying it wrong continuously, but I've been saying Al-Haytham. Al-Haytham. Yeah, now I need to see the whole... Al-Haytham. 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 Okay. I'm grateful you're telling me the stuff.
Okay, we made it to Caravan Ribat. Where should we go next?
I'm not sure I'll probably never fully correctly pronounce things, but at least I can try.
Maybe we should ask the nearby guards if they're willing. They've seen anything.
Do you think Hoya just wanted to anger the Arab speakers? Why? I feel like that would be very bad for business, though. There's a lot of Arabic-speaking people. So I feel like that would be very strange. Hold on, look over there. Hey-ya! Oh, Cyno's there too.
Is that Theia?
Oh, the Aranara's names are actually simple, but they Paimon butchered them, so they got hate from that too. Yeah. Sometimes you overcomplicate things. I just... They're all Sanskrit names, that's cool. I've always just pronounced them as in Japanese, which I know isn't correct, but it's like, if I don't know how to pronounce something, I normally do it in the Japanese way. Because it's simpler. You sure you want to brave the desert alone? I mean, it's your choice at the end of the day, but still. Close enough? Okay, good. It's not my first time. I'll be fine. Cyno. If you're really going through with this, then at least take our advice. When you're packing for your trip, budget for 5 days more than you plan to spend out there. Makes sense. Okay, I'll go get ready. Giggle. Thought we might find you here. Are you trying to retrace Cyrus's steps, aren't you? Didn't I tell you not to come after me? Thought I had a good lead on you.
Well, sorry, but we never agreed to that. Why would you go off on your own like this?
Yeah, we're friends. Nothing personal. It's just a complex situation. And I'd rather not involve anyone else if I can help it. Takes a special kind of person to get Cyno chasing them all the way to Caravan Ribat. Rabbit! Every time! My brain wanna say rabbit! But why so coy today, huh? You only gave us his age and description. Why can't you reveal his name? Is he Sumer's most wanted or something? Oh, also, hey guys, it's been a while. Hi! She's still really freaking cool. Maybe I have a thing for the fire ones. But they are cool! Thea and Arlecchino were my crushes. They are not as bad as Arlecchino though.
Dea and Candace, so nice to see you. Actually, we're seeing all our friends in the whole. Actually, seeing all our friends is the whole reason we're here.
You're looking well. Glad to see it. Thanks. Candace and I came to Caravan Ribat on business. We ran into Cyno as he was asking about some elderly gentleman's whereabouts. Some people say they saw him. Guess he stood out as an older guy heading into the desert alone. We just a stumper beast in tow and a few supplies. That's gotta be one heck of a story there. Elderly gentleman, yes. Okay, so the Cyno's old like master was like threatened, and he's like a retired elderly person. That's what's happening. Cyno, it's okay if you can't tell us anything about the case, but let us know how we can support you. Yes, friendship. We're here to help. However you need. Oh, you met Cyrus in the quest so far? Okay, good. The more people we have working on this, the quicker we'll be able to find the person you seek. No, it's not that simple. If I'm right, he'll be doing everything he can to avoid us. So, all the more reason. You played a little last night but was falling asleep. I'm glad you went for sleep instead. Genshin can wait. Sleep is important. But also, Cyno, this is all the more reason for more people to be in on this. We spoke with Saha Hadi. This is when I say, Phoenix in Japanese. It's like oh, it's like HOUOU, just like very long O sound. And I'm like, am I saying this right? From what she said, it's pretty clear that he wants to try and solve his own problems. Yeah, it's just Sahahahahadi. I'm like, how many are there? What have I actually said? My brain isn't computing what my tongue is doing. Oh, yeah. Oh. It's not the only word for Phoenix, to be fair, but it's one of the words. But yeah, oh. It won't be easy trying to find him in the desert when he's deliberately trying to cover his tracks. Sounds like this is far more complex than we imagined. Still, if he started from Caravan Ribat, the chances are that his roots Byodoin Ho. Didn't he? Wait, I didn't remember that. I probably should have, but I did not. I don't remember the person. The chances are that his route took him via Aru village. You may as well ask if anyone there has seen him. Will do. My thanks to you both. Once this is resolved, I will find a way to repay you. The long blonde-haired man with a beard. Okay. When you say that, I'm getting a visual image. Noted. There are so many characters in Prince of Tennis. Only 17? Yeah, but I don't think the author of Prince of Tennis knows what kids look like. Like, I genuinely don't think he does. So, the high schoolers look like they're almost 30. Like, the high schoolers look older than me, and I am soon 29. Like, what? Oh, come on, I need to get all serious. He wanted the original Penny to be in high school. You know what? That explains things. He just never redid their designs, which I think is a weird choice. Yeah, like Sanada, Kabaji, like there are so many of them that look like they are significantly older than what 50. They look like they could be like 30. I love Kabaji. Kabaji is my favorite. He's so sweet. I love him. Anyway, just buy a round of drinks next time. We're all in the city or something. That's a great deal. Alright, so you all set? Good cabbage? No, not cabbage. If it's his nickname, Kabachan. I think, isn't it Jiro that says that? He's too sweet. He just wants to help people, and he's so gentle, and I'm like, ah, you have my heart in so many ways. But this is like entirely like a protect the baby kind of way. Yeah. Hiro and Kabachan. Alright, so you all set? Yes, we'll handle it from here. Thank you again for your help. I don't take it for granted. Always be grateful. Alright, then we'll leave you to it. Kabachan does not sound like Kabocha. A brain is allowed to go on tangents. That's totally fine. Entirely fine. Do it as you wish. And thank you also for the modding. Just remember, if you change your mind and need some reinforcements, we'll be there. We really do get to meet everyone in this freaking thing. It's like the only people we haven't really met is Nahida. I guess Travel Wanderer is technically from this section too. I guess there's someone else we haven't met yet. I don't think so. Father-son? Your banhammer is always ready. Good work. Approved. Nilu. Oh yeah, Nilu we haven't met yet. That's true. I don't think you'd be imposing. You can depend on us.
Don't worry, we'll keep him out of trouble.
We'll keep them all out of trouble. Unless, you know... Do I have a type? Yes. Maybe. Because I know, like, both of them are standing next to each other. Maybe. Cyno should count himself lucky that Luan and Tenari got here when they did. What was he thinking, trying to play the lone hero? The desert tests the character of all who enter it, and only those with wisdom and courage shall prevail. Yeah, at least from the original Arkham Quest, it's probably you think it's only Nilo. I think you're right. I think you're right. I think Nilo's the only one who's probably missed. With his wisdom and courage shall prevail, but take heart. With his companions by his side, no harm will come to Cyno. Indeed, we will work together. Where are we going? Over here. Okay. Do 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 do. Do-do-do. Hold on. There's a few things I'd like to clear up. Go on. So, after you left the campsite, we had a longer talk. They just telling him what happened? Oh, clearly we've only scratched the surface of the Temple of Silence question. It doesn't surprise me at all that the one in the academia is a fake. Do you have any connections with the Temple of Silence? I do. I trust you're all aware of the spirit that gave me my power. Anubis, the original founder of the Temple of Silence. Oh! I see. Due to my unique constitution, I was put through a number of trials in the desert when I was younger. Later, I met the professor, and he brought me to Sumeru City. But my memory of that time is hazy. Can't recall much. I feel you, dude. I don't remember much of my childhood either. It's a good thing that Kavi noticed the emblem on the ledger. Without that, I don't know if we would have connected the dots, realizing that there was more to the case than mere extortion. I did not recognize that symbol at all. Whether that's because I've never seen it, or because my memory fails me. It's hard to say. Yeah, you're right. Thank goodness for Kaven and for Alhaim's diligence during his time as acting Grand Sage.
But Cyrus must have recognized it right away, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't have had any qualms about you reporting it. Maybe his connection to the Temple of Silence goes even deeper than yours.
I suspect so too. Professor has never once mentioned the Temple of Silence in conversation. And whenever the conversation turns to the Hermanubis, the concept of spirit indwelling, he avoids going into any depths. Well, speaking of avoiding things, you do realize, don't you, now that we've caught up with you, you're stuck with us for the rest of the way. That you are. I'm aware, and I have accepted it. Or rather, I don't see how I could manage to ditch you en route. So I might as well accept that you're coming with me.
That's right. That is, we're coming with you whether you like it or not. So the best option now is to try and look out for each other. Ah!
You can't get rid of us. We're like mold. We grow on people. Fair enough. Then at least let me buy you a drink once we're back in city. So yeah, why are you like this, Cyno? Please just let people help you. You don't need to be super independent. Humans weren't meant to do that. Works for me. Alright, off we go. Let's start by seeing what the gods here can tell us.
Wow.
Sorry. Hello? Mahamatra Cyno? I'm looking for someone I'd like to confirm any recent foot traffic in and out of Adu village. Cyno describes Cyrus's appearance and provisions. A man matching that description passed by Adu village not long ago. He stopped by to load up on food and water, and fed his stumper beast, and then he was on his way. Where was he going? Let me think. He took a seat by the entrance of the village for a while, and had a brief chat with the person who came to deliver the water. He said he was headed somewhere near an oasis, but he didn't mention which one. Do you have a map? I can mark out the direction he was heading and the best route to any nearby oasis. I have one. Mark away. Great. Odil. Probably not how you say that either, but that was all I could think. Odil. Odil. It sounds like a flower. There you go. Thank you very much. You were a great help.
You've got a really good memory.
Yeah, I feel like I would be useless as a witness. You're quite welcome. Just doing my job. Best of luck. I hope you find him soon. Zoom.
Wow. We're back at Other Village again. Wow, this place is still burning hot, just like how it was on our first visit. Simon wonders how Jet and Terzan are doing. Simon's kinda concerned.
Oh, Jet. But I mean, wait, Terzad. Oh yeah, that's the. Sorry, that's the academic dude. We'll meet again. Is that a hint for the next one?
Yes, well, we'll definitely meet yet again as long as we continue adventuring.
That would be so fun. I'd want to meet her again.
As for Terzad, we can find him in academia. He calls himself an indoor zoology researcher after all.
And I would rather not find him, to be honest. He's fine. I did unlock the Jet and Benben profile picture. I think at least. Thursday? Adventure? Could it be? Kalantari. Kalantari. I'm still opting for Ma'am at the moment, but maybe one day I'll do Benben and Jet. Sorry for interrupting your conversation. I'm Kalantari, a student in the academia. I seek traces of the past that remains on the earth. That's a very poetic way of saying it. Were you part of Tursad Hindi's recent expedition into the desert? You'll switch back to Novelette soon enough? Fair enough. Wait, his last name is Hindi? Really? That feels like an odd choice. Is that a real last name? I feel like it shouldn't be, since it's a language. But what do I know?
Huh? How did you know?
It really is you. You mentioned both of you in the acknowledgements of its paper. Oh, he really did it. Hindi's an Arabic last name.
Huh.
That's so interesting. It's so interesting when, like, things that are words in other languages are names in other languages. I don't think I said that in the right way. Hind is an Arabic fast name for girls, too. What? Hind. Oh, sorry, Hind. I think Hind in Swedish? I think Hind in Swedish is a kind of animal. If I'm not mistaken. I think it's a deer? Like the female deer, I think. And I'm glad you get what I mean, because I'm like, I confused myself with the sentence, but I knew what I was trying to say.
Paper? Oh yeah, he did say he would focus on writing his paper once he got back. So it's done already?
Yup, he locked himself in his room once he got back from the desert. The other researchers were worried he was depressed from failing to obtain any results from his expedition. After a few days, we started betting on whether he would eat or drink first when he finally came outside. But he suddenly charged out and submitted a paper to the academia. I mean, I feel like you should still, eat food and drink and, go to the toilet and sleep a bit. The golden slumber. Hind means abundance in Arabic. That's cute. Like, that's a really cute meaning to have for a name. Is it abundance? I can't dance very well sitting down, but yeah. The Golden Slumber, a study on governance in the later period of Alamar civilization and stages of survival. It may sound a little rude, but I never expected Terzad to be capable of writing such a groundbreaking paper.
Groundbreaking? That sounds very impressive.
It's like Paimon Slime Dish.
Mommy's Paimon's also very impressive.
We should play Windtrace. We should play Windtrace together. Yes, because I never have anyone to play it with, so I'm always like, Nyeh. I know I could do it, but I'm like, and I gotta play with like random people, and I don't wanna. I'm an introvert. It's so awkward to me because I'm like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. And I don't want people to get sad, so I just win Trace on stream when? I mean, if we finish early, maybe. Because, oh my god, I suck at it so bad. I'm like, I don't want people to get sad, so I'm like, I'm fine losing. It's not the right way to do things, but I'm also like, I have a really hard time getting like motivated to do something if I know that other people might get sad if they lose, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not a very competitive person. We need to win it. I mean, I get it. I understand. I just there's a reason I never played team sports. Yeah, I kind of wish I had though, because I think it would have been good experience. But yeah. I'm only W's in chat. I like that you followed up with your W, because you're the only person there. Ah. I can send one too, I guess. Uh. Um. Sorry, I'm being like sarcastic towards myself with that, but I thought it was really funny.
Anyway, how did he thank us in that groundbreaking paper of his?
Let me think. It was at the end of the paper, so I can still remember it very clearly. I'd like to dedicate this last paragraph to a traveler and his companion. They are like the corollas that blossom in the nursery, the bread and salt during a long trip, as well as a gift to me from the desert. Damn! Without them, I, in no way, could complete this paper.
Wow, Luan, Tarzan really flattered us there.
I thought I was about to say, Thursday really flattened us there.
A gift from the desert, huh? I was blushing.
Must agree. He did praise us, though. No, you deserve the praise. Anyone who helps a researcher during the paper writing process is worthy of acknowledgement and gratitude. Yeah, writing a paper is not fun. Always. It can be fun, but like, it's really hard, so any help is always very important. Latinus. Precious. We will die. In a world of researchers, there's nothing more painful than writing a paper. If it'll be getting stuck writing a paper. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I love those dancing birds.
Tarzan was worrying about his paper when we first met. He'd probably suffered quite a bit before then.
To tell you the truth, lately I've been trapped in a state of suffering as well. I decided to enter the desert, thinking that perhaps I could make some new discoveries based on Tersat's thesis. I didn't expect to meet the very person featured in his acknowledgements. Must be fate that brought us together. So, can you help me like you helped him? I mean, yeah, but not right now. Oh, are you perhaps exhausted and in need of some rest after your last adventure? There are pickles and potatoes? Oh my god, that's so fun. I love that. Pickles and potatoes. That's like a non-gendered way of going guys and gals, pickles and potatoes. Guys and gals, pickles and potatoes. I love it. Or did Tersat's lack of common sense leave you with a bitter taste? Yeah, kind of, honestly. It's alright, I understand your pains. After all, it isn't very easy for adventurers to travel the world to deal with the researchers. But I'm different. I'm from a family of merchants in Port Ormos. And I'm nothing like those researchers who don't even know how to communicate with people. He does seem better. Okay, I have watched Gate the Infinity, but I watched it in Japanese. And I have seen that he goes bitches and bros and non-binary hoes. But I didn't think that was actually in it. I thought that was like a fan dub over it. Well, allow me to give you two a warm welcome. How does treating you to a meal sound? Of course, you'll be well compensated for your trouble. Whatever he paid, let's discuss that later. I mean, I feel like we accidentally started a new quest without meaning to. Getting paid and treated to a meal.
Sure does sound like a good deal.
Yeah, that's fair actually. Having to watch it in English just for that, I would too.
On, let's help him out.
If you insist.
He.
Old notes and new friends. I don't think. Is this the... It's a world quest. Yeah, it's this. Oh. Whatever. Yeah, it just like got started as soon as I got out of the other cutscene that I just had to go through it. It took me a bit to realize, but yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't think this is related to this because where would the others go and why would they leave us from the beginning? Oh yeah, is focus mode not on? No, those are... It doesn't let me do it! Collapse, cancel navigation, leave. I don't know where. Is that just... yeah, the rewards. Let's go this way. This way. Really need these, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Nope, stop. Yeah, maybe a focus mode was just for Arkham quests. That might be the case indeed. Easily do. I'm in a weird mood today. I'm not apologizing. Hold on. I see some people over there. There are people indeed, and I see a person I recognize from the trailer, or I see hair of a person I recognize from the trailer.
Do you think it's safe to ask them what they know?
I don't need to apologize, that's good. I want. Laugh at my weirdness instead. Should be. I'll go. No, I'll do it. Good luck.
Huh? Why can't Cyno go talk to them? What difference does he make?
Bully the streamer. Yes, do it. I'm not that fragile. I won't break. Bully your head. Go ahead and bully. I mean, bully my head. Yes. Given my background, appearance, and the way I dress, I might not be the most welcome visitor here. Just in case, it's probably better to let a more neutral party handle things. That's true. Hello, Sasuke-haired person. Hello there. I hope I'm not interrupting. My friend and I are looking for an elderly man who's gone missing around these parts. Any chance I could ask you a couple of questions? Hello, person. What voice do I give you? Anime male protagonist voice. Oh, a missing person, huh? Sure, sure. What do you want to know? I'm just wondering if you've seen him. Let me give you the details. I hope he's not getting attacked. So, a silver-haired guy in a long robe. Cultured type with thoughtful eyes. And he's traveling alone? Thoughtful eyes is an odd description, honestly. Because if someone said, like, they had thoughtful eyes, I'd be like, what does that even mean? How am I supposed to recognize them from that? Happy. Coffee! No. Carefree desert dweller! Maybe I need some coffee. I don't like coffee. He'd stand out like a sore thumb around here. It's such a weird description. Yeah, sounds like the kind of guy we'd remember if we saw him. Are you sure? He's looking behind me. Coffee makes you sleepy? Do you have ADHD? Because I've heard that's a thing. I don't know how accurate that information is though, so don't take it too seriously.
Uh-oh. That guy's looking our way.
You do? Okay, lovely. Because apparently it's a thing. Like, normal people get, like, more energy, but ADHD people can get sleepy from it. Oh my god. That's so funny. That is accurate. Your friend over there stands out quite a lot, too. I'm, like, trying to do, like, a Naruto voice, kind of. Hey, aren't you Cyno? The General Mahamatra. Yeah, that's me. It calms your brain down to make you go sleep. That'd be nice. See, I don't have ADHD, but my dad most definitely does, so I might have some aspects of it. Like, I cannot make my brain shut up. That's not a thing I can do. You don't seem surprised that I recognize you. It wouldn't be the first time. I mean, listen, my dad has drunk so much coffee in his life. My parents have drunk, like, not anymore. Uh, but like, it makes your brain shut up. That's very nice. Now you know how. But no, they would drink like 4 or 5 cups each before like 1 p.m. Be the first time. You're the one looking for the old man who's gone missing, aren't you? I have a bad feeling about this guy. Someone's on edge. You don't trust me much, do you? Yeah, it's not a healthy thing. they they drank way too much coffee, and then there's me who just doesn't drink coffee at all. I just drink tea. I have my tea. I'm fine with that. No need to hide it. I understand why you worry of us. Still, you came to us asking for help. You want it or not. Your mom drinks 3 coffees a day? I mean, that doesn't seem too bad, at least. And it depends on if it's like Swedish coffee is very strong. My parents never had milk or anything in it, so I mean, it also depends on what the kind of coffee you actually drink. 3 big mugs. Is it like these? This size of mug? South Indian coffee is strong? Maybe. I feel like my parents still brought their own coffee maker though. To India? They were like, we want our coffee. Bigger mug than that, damn. I thought you were a group of merchants. Seems I was mistaken. Your henchmen don't look like much, but something tells me they'd put up a better fight than most mercenaries. Hey, hear that, guys? You're my henchmen now. Suits me, as long as we get paid for it. Irritable, desert dweller. I mean, that Sasuke would be irritable makes sense. Just cut to the chase already. I'm running out of patience. Alright, alright. Come with me, all of you. I I'm glad you think it's funny, but also like what? You're like standing and arguing, and then just like actually just come with me, and we're supposed to just agree. I'd be a bit suspicious. He looks more like Itachi, maybe, but like the hairstyle is Sasuke. Is like an older Sasuke because Itachi had different hair. Sasuke had or like Itachi had like actual long hair. He did have some of the front stuff, but uh, I think he had long hair in the back. Like an older Sasuke. Or as the English dub said, Sasuke. Which I'm like, how do you get gay from that? I was about to say, if you ask nicely. My brain, why? That's not what I meant. Where are you taking us? Let's just press on. Sasuke! Don't you want to find your friend? Silver-haired, long robe, cultured type with thoughtful eyes. Sounds like there's a whole other side to Cyrus I didn't know about. So you know where he is? Just follow me, I'll take you to him. Oh, he's running! He's running! He's running. I love the question marks though. It's just like, he's running? I know that's not what it is, its name, but like it felt like that. Like, why is he running? In here.
What? Where are you looking? There's nothing here.
Cultured robes is also a funny description. Oh my god, yeah, you're right. I didn't even register it. Please step back. Oh, I like his green eyes though.
Wow! Something's coming out of the ground.
I don't know if it came out of the ground as much as simply materialized, which is honestly cooler. And there's Cyno, I was about to say, but Anubis, I guess. What is this enormous building doing here? How was it hidden so well? King Deshret's technology? Probably.
Wait, so hold on. Hold on. Who are you guys really?
Is this the Temple of Silence? So you remember? Oh, goodness. All good questions. There'll be plenty of time to address them later. Later. If I want to be American. Later. I'm really trying to work on my accents and it's so hard. I was like, I kept saying little instead of little. And like that kind of stuff, and I'm like, yeah. Accents are hard. Later, alligator. Indeed. Or bye bye bicycle. Which is a very specific reference that I don't think a lot of people will get, but yeah.
This is not what Paimon was expecting to find in the desert, especially not hidden right next to an oasis.
I don't want to be American, but a lot of like acting jobs, like voice acting jobs, wants me to do an American accent specifically, and so I gotta learn it because my accent more generally is British. Like I say little, I don't say little, I say little, and scared. I'm not scared.
Paimon's scared. They must have kidnapped Cyrus. Do you think this is the guy Araka met in the tavern?
My accent's European. My accent is more towards the RP, or received pronunciation, which is, technically speaking, an artificial British accent. Yeah. I do think I'm leaning more towards the RP. But definitely with the European twist. But it's one of those like accents that like only 2% of people in the UK actually speak, so it's not a naturally occurring accent. But people way back in time decided that it was the fancy one, and so that's what they decided to teach in schools, and that's still what we're being taught. And so yeah, that's why I say Bath, and I'm being posh. But yeah. Yeah, it's a news accent, more or less. I wouldn't say a Queen's accent either, because that's also a specific thing. So not that either, but it's a thing that we like had to study English. Like partially it's what they taught us in school, but also I studied linguistics in uni, right? And they talked about this, and we talked about AAVE, which is American African Vernacular English, is also a thing, and like we talked about a lot of different accents, that kind of stuff. So I have a bit of knowledge at least.
They must have kidnapped Cyrus.
Oh, yeah. AAV, yes. Which is a really cool example of like, because it has its own rules and stuff too. Anyway, I think it's really interesting. And it shares a lot of commonalities with like specific regional accents from the UK as well, which might be a sign of like the specific groups of people that they interacted a lot with when they were learning English and stuff. Yeah, it's very fun. Sometimes a bit confusing, but fun. I hope for your sake you haven't done anything you might regret. Oh, me too. I hope I haven't done anything to incur your wrath. He has a really cool character design too, I think. I like the paler braids. Flats, whatever. But yeah, obviously my accent isn't entirely British either, or entirely RP, because I say advertisement, not advertisement. But like, I'm aware of the differences. If I'm required to, I will most definitely switch into it. And also, I've realized when I'm reading, I get a lot more British. Zethos, at least tell us your name. Yes, like most people know. I couldn't remember what his name was, but I more or less knew. I feel like it's very bright somewhere. There. Also, this is also a really cool area. I love all these. It's so cool. The desert areas are so cool. Look at all these books. Alright. I'm a librarian in training. I'm a lit. And there is such a cool designs. Like, I get the whole. I appreciate that like Fontaine is very different, but cyberpunk's never really been my thing. So this is much more up my alley. Yes, librarian in training. Lit. I'm a little lit. Alright, you can wait here for now. I'll inform our leader that you arrived at the Temple of Silence. Sit tight until he comes to greet you. You get the burnout thing, but it's very so fun. Yeah, I get that too. There's a lot of different things. There's so much to do, so I get that you can get burned out. And like, I know one of my friends said that like it was too much like labyrinth for her. So yeah. These are cool doors! Can you imagine if we did automatic doors like these? Why don't we do that? Because it's impractical, but it would be cool.
So he's just gonna leave us here unattended? Maybe we're not being kidnapped after all.
Yeah, it was a bit too much. Yeah. They can't have been at the oasis by chance. They were waiting for us. Whoever the leader is. Whoever the leader is here, they were obviously counting on us to show up. So this is the Temple of Silence. There are so many books, let me read them. However, I don't like reading in the Genshin things because it does not help my eyes. Odd. After leaving the rainforest, they hid themselves here. Hello. Welcome back.
Hey, look! That guy's coming back!
Don't worry, someone will come and call for you soon. Why is what so tiny? What's your name? Please, at least tell us what to call you. Ah, sorry, I guess I was so delighted to see you, I forgot to introduce myself. Yeah, oh, the text, yes. Text and book, yes. They're so tiny, and then they're so close together, and my eyes are just like, I need to actually physically follow the lines with a finger to be able to read them, and that's just No. But getting the transcripts on the fandom wiki is a good idea. My name's Sethos. I'll be here if you need me, but I'm not. You can't read them either. Glad I'm not alone. Because I'm like, I get. People are like, oh, some people don't read Genshin stuff. And I'm like, but I literally can't. It would take me at least twice as long as it would normal text, and it already takes me a long time to read. But I'm not planning on answering all of your questions. Other than that, you can occupy yourselves however you see fit. Let's go read. Also, he has pretty green eyes. And are those earrings? And he's asymmetrical. Okay, great design. So we're free to explore by ourselves? Yep. I mean, I'm not worried about you running off. Cyrus is here, and unless I've misunderstood, you're all quite anxious to see him again. Earrings? I love floppy big earrings. Or like having one of them. Wearing an earrings today, am I? Sometimes I do it, but like you also can't really see them on the videos. I'm like, doesn't really matter. He's right. Well, if we've got some time, we might as well take a look around. This one is an opening again? Okay. Ignati. You can't wear earrings? Is it just like uncomfortable for you? Or like an allergy thing? Either way, or just like a preference. Either way is fine. I never imagined that the true Temple of Silence would be hidden something like this. We passed through these parts before, but never noticed anything. Allergies? Yeah, fair. My mom has the... Is it nickel? Nickel allergy. Studs? Yeah, studs are nice. I want another earring. I want one up here. Like, that's just a ring that I don't have to take out. Because that would be cool. And if I don't need to take it out, I will actually leave it in. You're even allergic to gold? What? At least with my mom, it's like, it's only nickel. If it's actual silver and actual gold, she's fine. But that sucks though. That'd be annoying. You wanted more piercings, but you don't know how your skin will react. I mean, health first. Always health first. Maybe you could like have you check titanium, because sometimes that's better. Otherwise, maybe plastic. I know it doesn't look the nicest, but I know that could be a just like hard plastic or something. That's King Deshret's technology for you, I guess. It borders on the miraculous. Amazing just amazing to think that it's been preserved intact all this time. You haven't checked titanium? I know titanium is also quite expensive. Plastic is just painful. I can yeah, I can imagine. But yeah, I've heard that like titanium, while expensive, it can be a better option. That's what they tend to use for like when you need to like insert things and stuff in surgeries, because it is better. Yeah. I don't know how you will react though, but like, if you really want something, it might be worth a shot. We should be wary of our hosts. Still, at this point, we can be confident that the professor is safe and sound, so that's something. Where's the other one? Oh. Literally. We're not gonna walk around and look at stuff? We're just talking to them? Let me explore! I guess there's nothing to explore. There's no books to pick up. Disappointment!
Hey, Sethos! Have you got some time to chat?
Sure.
Although I'm assuming by chat, you mean you have questions for me?
I don't blame you. Anyone else would. So you get a lot of people asking you questions? Not often. Not often. Whatever. The Temple of Silence is a place of quiet and solitude. We don't get too many visitors. Is it a library? But a library doesn't need to be quiet, though. You were the one who tricked Raka, right? Yeah, that was me. Although tricked is a stretch. He was asking everyone in the tavern about ways to make easy money. He insisted that nothing was off the table, even if it broke the law. So I told him that Cyrus had embezzled a large sum of mora from the desert.
So you framed Cyrus for a crime he didn't commit?
No, that's not entirely true. Let me jog your memory. The letter just said he had uncovered Cyrus's secret. It didn't say anything about say what the secret was. Did you tell him to use that wording? Of course. Uraka was a great accomplice, really. Very cooperative, with a little bit of wine in him. Did exactly what he was told. And not much of an original thinker, though. It doesn't surprise me that he struggles academically.
Why did Cyrus leave for the desert as soon as he received the letter?
You'll have to ask him yourself. Certain things I can't answer for him. I'm neither judging nor defending him. All you need to know is that he recognized our emblem and it was his own choice to take the bait. Do you know Cyno? What kind of question is that? He's a General Mahamatra. Everyone in Sumeru knows who he is.
Right, but back at the Oasis, you can't have known who he was for sure, or you wouldn't have asked him. But what we're really asking is, have you never seen him in person before?
I've lived in the desert my whole life. Guess you could say I've never had the pleasure.
Why does Paimon feel like this guy's not being straight with us?
Are you saying he's being a bit gay? Anyway. Come on, we've just met. If I give you all the answers up front, you'll have nothing left to look forward to. Yes, exactly. Paint those nails. Have you ever been to the academia? Nope, not once.
Really?
I have no need to go there. Not when the taverns are full of the urakas of this world. Besides, we're well aware of what goes on in that place. Are you saying you have spies inside the city? Spies? It's not as clandestine as that. The city gates are wide open and anyone's free to walk in. You can find all you need to know just by walking around town and hearing the word on the street. Well, now we've asked both of them, so I guess that was all. Oh my god, I need to stretch. Oh, it's already past 8. Okay, I think after this, it might be time for me to go. Ah, there he is. Haku? Female Haku? Ooh, nice transition. Those people really came out of nowhere. It basically is a library. That's kind of cool. We found a secret library. I like this. I want to go here. Yep. Grandfather, the person. Grandfather, the person you wish to see is here. Bamoon. Grandfather. Well done, Sethos. Or should I do a well done, Sethos? Greetings, one and all. I am Bamon, the current leader of this Temple of Silence. I know why you are here, and I thank you for your patience. Bring him out. Bring him out? What? Is he a prisoner? Professor.
Cyrus, are you okay?
It does look like he's a prisoner. He looks tied up. Ugh. Watch what you're doing. Ah, my apologies. We have no intention of causing you distress. But you must understand, Cyrus is of great importance to us. We had to find a way to bring him back to us. Cyrus owes me his life, and to the Temple of Silence, he owes a debt of gratitude. I let him go a long time ago, but now the time has come to demand payment. I wanted to end my feud with this old bag of bones before you caught up with me, but you got here so quickly.
We are quick. We're good at our work.
Just leave, Cyno. This is a matter between us two old men. You're all too young to get involved. So that's why you didn't want to report to the letter. You'd made up your mind to come here from the beginning. You only left in such a hurry to try and throw us off your trail. Some things in life catch up with you no matter what you do. You shouldn't have come, let alone brought the others. Cyno didn't make us do anything. We came here for the same reason he did. To rescue you. Would appreciate you telling us the truth. Otherwise it seems like a little unfair on everyone who stayed behind. My secrets are secrets for good reason. Bringing them to light can only lead to misfortune. You're afraid, aren't you? You can't bring yourself to speak of your past deeds to the students you nurtured as if they were your own children. I mean, if someone matters to you, saying those, like, difficult things is even harder because what they think matters. You recognize our emblem because of many years you lived among us. Indeed, you all but became one of us. You knew as soon as he saw the letter that we, not Raka, were the ones speaking to. He threatened you only because you know what you did. Your own guilt convicted you. For you, Cyrus, are a traitor. You once shared your learning with us and joined us in our mission to revive the might of Hermanubis, to bring new hope, new opportunity. But then you betrayed us. You bargained for your independence with your past contributions, and then you left, taking with you Hermanubis' might and the wielder of his power. We both know that what I said to you that day. We both know what I said to you that day. That as the leader, I grant you permission to leave, but that one day the sands of time will catch up with you. And when that day comes, you must pay the price you owe. Dum dum dum. Sands of Time is a Prince of Persia game, right? Huh, you really know how to hold a grudge.
Hermanubis' might and the wielder of his power?
Time on, please. Cyno. Does he mean you? Prince of Persia, yay! I remembered. Okay, great. Was there anything to say? Barmon is right. I came here once before. He rescued me from the brink of death once, many years ago in the desert. And then he learned that I was a scholar. He invited me to come here and revive the might of Hermanubis together. It was a great, daring plan, and one shrouded in secrecy. The Temple of Silence had been bereft of Hermanubis for too long. The strength of its faith and its warriors were waning. Bamoon proposed that we implant fragments, shards of Hermanubis into the bodies of suitable vessels. If the experiment was successful, the spirit of Hermanubis would often dwell within the vessel. Oh, Chris! Hi! How are you doing? It's been a while. Welcome, welcome. How are you? We are exploring Cyno's past, apparently. The experience were successful. The spirits of Hermanubis would then dwell within the vessel. Many believers volunteered themselves for the experiment, but we soon discovered that the bodies of grown adults could not withstand Hermanubis' power. In the end, Bamoon offered his own adoptive grandson. I'm guessing that's Sethos. One other child was identified as a suitable vessel, and his parents agreed to release him into our custody in exchange for a small fortune. I feel like that's a very weird thing for your. Oh my god, I didn't mean to press that. It was two children of were only one for how. Okay, I don't know. For many years, the Temple of Silence had been in possession of two Ba fragments from Hermanubis. As remnants of his raw power, they were exceedingly rare treasure. And one of them is in Cyno. Whereas are both in Cyno? The test subjects. Yeah, like who sells their child? I get it if it's like I can't give you a good life, I'm giving you up for that reason. But just like selling them is just no. Anyway. The test subject was sent into a room that had been prepared for the ceremony and instructed to approach the bar fragments, whose power had been amplified. If, after some time, this power did not repel them, this would mean that they were suitable vessels. The original plan was for a three-stage experiment: resonance, implantation, and recovery and observation. The resonance stage went quite smoothly for both candidates. As the second stage began, I realized a decision had to be made. Should we implant the fragments one at a time? This would allow us to monitor the results after the first round and adjust our plan accordingly. Or, alternatively, we could implant each fragment in a different vessel at the same time and compare their effects. But as I was deliberating, both buff fragments were suddenly became active. They glowed with a light we had never seen before. We knew that if they were not implanted right away, they would disintegrate and be gone from the world for good. Okay? Our two vessels had both displayed great promise by successfully resonating with the fragments. Under the circumstances, the thought of implanting both fragments into the same vessel seemed out of the question. But that is what happened, isn't it? He has both. To preserve our faith and our power, we implanted each of them with a single fragment. Ultimately, I ended the experiment and left. Ultimately, I ended the experiment and left, taking one of the children with me. Okay, so both of them have them. Okay, got it. In recognition of your past contributions, I chose not to send someone to hunt down and kill you both. Your lives were spared, but have a I have paid a great price for your betrayal ever since. I have always wanted to see you, Cyno. Losing you and your bar fragment dealt us a devastating blow. We've been in decline ever since you left. How has the fragment made them in decline? I see. So that's how I gained my power. Look, in essence, I borrowed your bar fragment for a decade or so, and now you're seeking justice. If you want to take my life, then so be it. I'm an old man now anyway. But if you cannot lift a finger against Cyno, Cyno, he's the General Mahamatra. Your actions would be seen as a declaration of war against the Academia. I'm sure you don't remember anymore, dear Cyno, but you've met us all before. You were so young then, when we all gathered around and celebrated the revival of our Lord.
Huh?
You and he, Sethus, you were our final hope. You'd like me to return my power? As a follower of Hadmanubis, I have allowed this power to remain in the rainforest for far too long. You want to see Baby Cyno? Baby Cyno sounds like he would be absolutely adorable. Now it is time to reclaim it. That power is not yours to reclaim. Cyno was chosen by the gods. You cannot take what they have bestowed. You are wrong. Cyno was chosen, but he was not the only one. My child, Sethus, has the same gift as he. You still have him. So those are your terms for freeing the professor. Despise me all you want. My sins are my own. The Temple of Silence is an innocent party. It is because of my foolishness all those years ago that the temple's glory has waned. And now I must take responsibility for the decisions I made back then. I mean, honestly, the place still looks great. I don't see any decline. So what you're saying is, the power of one Ba fragment is not enough. You're asking me to return the one in my possession, so it can be implanted in him instead. Divine power causes great suffering to those who wield it. How do you know that Sethos would be able to withstand it? That's true. Divine powers tend to do a lot of damage in this game, doesn't it? He is no longer a small child, but regardless, his burden is ours to bear. And your objections mean little given that you turned your back on us long ago. You leave. That was a surprise. Both my heart and my mind are telling me that what you're proposing is a terrible idea. However, don't listen to him, Cyno. That power is no more yours to give than it is his to take. You have to understand. I know. But if this is a question of your freedom versus a fragment of power, then there's nothing to debate. I'm sorry to interrupt, but in my view, there are a number of contentions here that still need addressing. Say that Cyno refuses to return his power, and you also refuse to release Cyrus. Then we are at an impasse. I find it hard to believe that you went to all this effort without planning for that possibility. You're trying to gauge where we stand and keep your remaining cards close to your chest. Well, my stance is, put the rest of your cards on the table, then we can have a discussion. Wait, those ears. So, we have a descendant of the Valuka Shuna in our midst. Splendid. Fate smiles upon us after all. Everything we have longed for, Hermanubis will provide. Perhaps this very day. It feels really awkward to just cough for no reason.
Why is he coughing so much? It looks like he's in really bad shape.
Mamoon's condition is critical. He must have been forcing himself to act strong. His eyesight must be failing him too. Otherwise, he would have noticed Tinadi's ears right away. Eyes? I mean, I am sure his eyes are nice, but Mamoon, you take our leader back to his room. Sethus, you. Grandfather, I know what you wish to say. Leave this in my hands. But you're also like a baby. How old are you? Like 14, 15? I don't like to drag out conversations, so I'll just cut to the chase. Finally. Had Cyrus not stopped the experiments all those years ago? Yeah, babies. The plan would most likely have been a success. The wisdom of Habarnubis would have been ours. Still, it's no use talking about what-ifs. We cannot change the past. I'm not like my grandfather. Aren't Cyno and Cephos the same age? Yes, but I still think Cyno is a baby too. I'm like, you have way too much responsibility on your shoulders for being like 14. Please have a childhood. The Temple of Silence has a grand legacy and a sacred duty to fulfill, so it's somewhat inevitable for the leader to have an inflated sense of self. He's around 18, 19? Really? He looks like he's like 15. Still young. But I see things a little differently. I don't believe the temple has the same stature that it once did. Time has worn away at its prestige and changed things almost beyond recognition. He does look like a baby, yeah. So I'm not going to force your hand. You're all free to leave, except for Cyrus. My grandfather gave him a chance once, and I'm giving you the rest of you yours. You have courage and wise judgment, kid. Reminds me a lot of Bamon in his younger years. I truly wish that the temple could have. I'll restart that. I truly wish that the temple would take an objective look at academia of today. You've been to the city yourself. I'm sure you've seen that much has changed for the better. And things will only continue to improve. Why not consider cooperating with the academia once more? If you hadn't betrayed my grandfather, I might well be open to persuasion. But it's a bit too late for that now, Cyrus. Tignati made a good point earlier. He said there has to be more to your plan than this, and I agree. All you and Bamon are after is the Ba fragment. The professor will accept whatever fate you deem fit for him, out of a sense of guilt. I am the one who has a choice to make, and that's how it's always going to be. Ultimately, you want to trade the Ba fragment for the professor, correct? I'm glad to see you're giving it some serious consideration. I won't forsake my professor, nor do I intend to run away from a problem that I must face sooner or later. Give me one night to make my decision. That works. Then I'll be waiting to hear your verdict. I know. Oh, my grandfather still has a fair few things he wants to say to Cyrus. I'll be escorting him back now. We have another day. Are you sure about negotiating with him? I need to think this through. Everyone, let's meet again later tonight. Until then, take some time for yourself.
Alright. Well, don't put too much pressure on yourselves, I know. If you need any help working things out, just come and find us.
Definitely. However, I think it is time for me to go sleep. Basically. It's now almost 9. Or it's 8:30. Which means I should start getting ready. So I can get up at 7 tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway, yes, early sleepies. I woke up at 7. I have worked out quite a bit today. My brain is tired. I want to do it again tomorrow. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. It was really fun. See you both again. I mean, 7 isn't that bad. Back in Japan, I had to wake up at 4 to get to work every day. So yeah, 7 is okay. 7 is a reasonable time. But yeah, I had fun. Thanks so much for being here. Oh yeah, I was working at a breakfast buffet, that's why. at the hotel, so yeah.
Anyway, thanks for being here, everyone. Gonna go sleep.
Nothing before 9 is acceptable for you. And I understand, but still. There's nothing that starts after 9 in Sweden, almost. Anyway, yes. Bye-bye. See you next time. Which should be Thursday, but yes. Bye-bye. Thanks for today.